Here at Washington State University in the School of Design and Construction, you get experience at a big university, but you also get it on a small scale because the SDC is its own little community.
The culture here is like family. Not only are you classmates, but you'll get together on the weekends because those people in your small program become your best friends.
We're all just friends. We're all friends that spend a lot of all-nighters together.
You're both passionate about the same thing, which is really cool because you can have such fascinating conversations with people.
Really deep conversations that stick with you for a lifetime.
The studio starts to begin to feel like an actual home instead of a classroom.
Every day for us is a process of discovery. Every day we come to school, enter classes, engage in discussions that are about figuring out what the world wants from us and how we can respond in a way that is responsible and effective.
Culture of the year at the SDC is going to be defined as collaboration.
Where different approaches to the built environment come together, converge, and create magic.
We are the SDC here at WSU, which stands for the School of Design and Construction.
The School of Design and Construction has 4 programs: architecture, interior design, landscape architecture, and construction management.
Having all 4 of those disciplines in the same school is a huge asset when you are looking at how you're going to be able to perform or contribute once you get into the industry.
And so it's always really intermixed and you're always learning from the other programs in the SDC so that you know what's going on in all of the built environment rather than just your program.
This is important for construction management, but architects, you should also know this because this is going to influence your job as well.
This mirrors professional practice in industry so that when you're actually out there in the quote-unquote real world, you would not be unfamiliar with the interaction between other disciplines that are not necessarily your own.
Having all the disciplines together and the opportunities for students and faculty to interact and collaborate and get a better sense of how other people think, because that's a big part of being successful.
At the SDC, there are an abundance of opportunities, study tours in the state, throughout the country and abroad, opportunities to meet professional mentors and work with them throughout the duration of a school year.
I've spoken to principals of architects at firms. I can get their direct feedback on my work. And I can ask them, okay, if I want an internship next summer, what should I focus on?
There are opportunities to join the professional clubs affiliated with their major.
They offer a lot of networking and just getting to know people in your major.
We do also have a lot of guest lecturers who have really great insight on the built environment.
One of my favorite things about being in the SDC is our studio space.
Everyone gets their own individual 6-foot desk to work at, so you're not stuck at this little tiny armchair desk.
Every architecture school has a studio, but out of all the ones I visited, this was the most collaborative and family-like.
The Trimble Lab is another great thing. If your computer's ever down, you can go in there and work.
All this technology that you need to complete your programs and is free to use for all the students.
Students have access to fabrication labs where they can use a CNC router, they can build models with laser cutters, we have a fabric cutter, a model making shop, printers, and a professional level plotter.
So it's a lot of supporting things like that, but I'd say the greatest resource we have is our professors.
The class sizes are incredibly small, so you get a lot of individual attention.
There is a tremendous amount of pride and joy that we take in connecting with each student and getting to know them and their concerns, their strengths, their weaknesses, if there are any, and figuring out a way to integrate them into the school.
Being able to work with each student and communicate how they can impact the world, I think that's where teaching really brings me a lot of joy.
I really like the faculty members here just because they're so personal.
I love our faculty. The faculty have a lot of passion and a lot of love for the students. They go above and beyond and they stay with the students and help them achieve bigger goals.
Critiquing us in a good way, giving really good feedback, checking in on us.
Really great professors who have spent time in the industry and know what to expect out of this job and know what to expect for us when we start our careers.
Typically worked in the field for 5, 10, 15 years before becoming a professor. So they know what it's like out there and they know how to get you to where you want to be.
If you're struggling and you need some help, they're more than willing to work with you and make sure that you're getting everything you need to be getting out of your education.
All of the faculty are very concerned about the students' mental health, emotional health, and our biggest goal is that they're successful and happy.
To bring in new students into the program where they're just wide-eyed and don't even know what they don't know. And to see them go through the program and grow and mature is one thing, and see them get out into the industry and then be really successful is really wonderful.
The misconception about teaching is that you give students a foundation of knowledge, but really you just show them where the lifetime ahead of them could go, and then they choose to go and explore.